Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 30 free stocks, Mumu is going to give you up to 30 free stocks when you open up a new Mumu brokerage account. All you got to do is put $100 in that brokerage account. They're going to give you 5 free stocks. If you put $2,000 in that new Mumu brokerage account, they're going to give you 30 free stocks. Limited time offer, guys, so don't delay. Get yourself down in that description box today and click on that Mumu link. Open up that Mumu account. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I will also send you a couple of Mumu tutorial videos to walk you through how to use the Mumu brokerage account, the brokerage app. All you got to do is send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net, which is the second link down in the description box. Let me know you've opened a Mumu account. Let me know you've funded it. And I'm going to go ahead and send you out those Mumu tutorial videos. This is a limited time offer, guys. So this offer for these 30 free stocks from Mumu, guys, it ends on December 31st. So you basically got a little over a week to take advantage of these 30 free stocks. Publicly traded companies, guys, right? Publicly traded companies. So listen, this is a wealth transfer year. However, we can transfer wealth through ourselves that's legal, do it. If a brokerage app is willing to give you 30 free stocks of a publicly traded company, why would you turn that down? My recommendation is don't turn it down. Go get the 30 free stocks. Now, these 30 free stocks can be valued anywhere from $2 a share up to $2,000 a share, guys. I don't know what you're going to get because it's a random, thing that they do on with Mumu with these stocks, right? You can't just go pick and say, hey, I want 30 free NVIDIA stocks. That ain't how it works. But the key is the stocks can be valued anywhere from $2 a share up to $2,000 a share. So I know some of my wealth builders who have gotten, pretty good money. They've gotten 5-figure money off of these 30 free stocks. So I'm not telling you that's guaranteed it'll happen for you, but think about it. 30 free stocks to try out a brokerage app that then you can use that brokerage app. You can use your $100 or your $2,000 or whatever you put in to buy more assets. Financial freedom is about what? Buying assets that grow over time, and then those assets generate what? Passive income. That's what it's all about. It's about generating passive income, guys. So listen, again, we're going to move on, but I'm telling you, the 30 free stocks won't be lasting long. So get yourself down to the description box and click on that Mumu link and go get them 30 free stocks. Today, we're going to talk about one stock that I believe you have an opportunity to really build some wealth with. Now, this particular stock, had you put $1,000 in this one stock, guys, 20 years ago, if you'd have put $1,000 in this one stock, you would have $1.2 million right now. Scratch that. 124,000% rate of return over the last 20 years on that $1,000. It would have grown it to 1.2 million. Think about passive income on 1.2 million. Let's say you got 4% passive income on 1.2 million. That's almost $50,000 a year right there. If you got 6% passive return, that's over $60,000, almost $70,000 a year. That's how you create freedom, guys, is by investing your money into something that will grow it exponentially over time. Now, I know for some of y'all, you're saying 20 years, Richard, that's too long. I'm retiring next year. I'm retiring in 5 years. I'm retiring in 10 years. I want to be free sooner than 20 years. Well, guess what? All of us want to be free sooner than 20 years. But the hard, cold truth is a lot of us won't be free ever. Some of us won't ever be free. Some of us are going to work and work and work until we can't work no more, right? So all I'm telling you is this, guys. Have some patience, right? If you're 50 years old, tack on another 10 years. 60 ain't going to be that bad, right? Tack on another 10 years. So if you're 50, tack on another 10 years. And then do what after that? Have freedom. You'll have freedom, right? Some of you who are 30 years old, 40 years old saying, oh my goodness, I can't wait 20 years. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I waited 25 years to get my freedom. But now that I'm in freedom, it was well worth it. $1,000 in this particular company over the next, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20, I would say 20. Now, there's no guarantee you're going to get 124,000% return again, guys. There's no guarantee. Now, if you want to go out here and chase a 100-bagger, where you can probably do that with a 100-bagger, then you gotta do a little bit different strategy, right? I know some companies out there that potentially could 100x over the next 20 years. But that's not the company I'm talking about today. The company I'm talking about today is a mature company. But I still think it's a young company. I still think it's not even at the peak yet. I still think it has a lot of runway. So in my opinion, you know, you can still put in $1,000 today and then double down and put on $1,000 next month. Just keep doing that. Now, some of y'all might say, well, Richard ain't got $1,000 to be putting in this company every single month. Then don't. Put in what you can. $1,000 is just an illustration. It was just a starting point. If you ain't got $1,000, hey man, think about doing whatever you do have. But at the end of the day, guys, the only way you create passive income and true freedom is you got to have assets that actually generate income while you do nothing. So you got to have passive income instead of active income at some point in your life, right? At some point in your life, you're not going to be able to work. Then what are you going to do? Just rely on Social Security? I mean, that's an option. The better option, in my opinion, though, is building you some wealth. Getting yourself to some wealth. $1,000. Think about it. $1,000. Take $1,000 and put it in a company like NVIDIA. Put it in a company like NVIDIA. Had you done that 20 years ago, you would be a millionaire right now. One-time investment of $1,000, you would be a millionaire right now. Go out and do the research. Get out there on Google. Pull it up yourself. This is the truth. Now, that doesn't mean you put $1,000 in today and you'll be a millionaire in 10, 15, 20 years with NVIDIA. That doesn't mean that. I'm just telling you it's possible. Because some of y'all don't believe it's possible, but it is. There are companies right now that are starting out, and I'll give you the name of several of them. Rocket Lab, ticker symbol RKLB. This company, in my opinion, guys, is going to be massive. I think this company will be bigger than NVIDIA. That's my opinion. Think about $1,000 today on a company that could deliver you over $1 million in 20 years on $1,000. Rocket Lab may be that company. I don't know. I'm just telling you what my opinion is. Second company, Palantir. If you would have gotten in Palantir a year ago, it was trading somewhere in that $7 to $15 a share. Just a month or two ago. Matter of fact, what was it? A month or two ago, 3 months ago, something like that, the stock price got to $125 a share. Within 1 year, it went from like $7 to $15 a share up to like $125 a share. What does that mean? That means that's a company that's growing exponentially. It's growing fast, guys. And these are the 100-baggers that I keep telling you, that I mention from time to time on my YouTube videos. These are the 100-baggers. You think about a company like Serve Robotics. Now, it's a little small baby company right now, guys, but it could 100x itself over the next 20 years. $1,000 today into a Rocket Lab, a Palantir, a Serve Robotics, a SoundHound, a Firefly, a SoFi. $1,000 into one of these companies, guys, could be 100x, 1,000x. I don't know. I'm just telling you, the people who took their $1,000 and put it in Nvidia 20 years ago, guess who's smiling right now? Them folks. Because guess what Nvidia delivered? Off on their $1,000 investment, Nvidia delivered $1.2 million to them for a 20-year investment. All I'm telling you guys is it can happen. It's possible. Anything's possible when you're investing in assets. You just have to invest. Now, every one of your investments is not going to do that. But think about the people who invested in Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, the Magnificent Seven. Heck, Walmart, the Magnificent Eight. Think about these people who invested in these companies years ago with a $500 investment, $1,000 investment, 10. These people are multi-millionaires. What's the difference between you and them? Patience. That's the difference. Inherently, we don't have no patience in this country. Inherently, we want it right now. Richard, I ain't got no 5 years to wait. I want to be rich right now. I ain't got no 20 years to wait. I want to be rich right now. But ultimately, most Americans stay broke because of that impatience, if that's a word. Most Americans stay broke because they're not patient, guys. That's it. That's why 99% of our population stay broke and only 1% get rich. Because see, that 1% has patience. They got patience enough to say, you know something, I don't know if these 5 little companies are going to do anything, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take $1,000 a piece and I'm going to put it in all 5 of them and I'll forget about it. And I'm going to go about my everyday life, working, living, and saving, but I'm going to take a flyer. I'm going to take a flyer on one of these small companies that have some momentum right now. I'm going to take a flyer on one of these companies because who knows, one day it could be an Nvidia. One day it could be a Apple. One day it could be a Walmart. And for my patience, I get rewarded. See, this is what investing is about, guys. Investing is not about you getting rich the next day. Don't get me wrong, that'd be great. Problem is there's a low probability that's going to happen for you, though, right? The higher probability is you take the $1,000, you take the $5,000, you take the $10,000, and you invest it and you go long term. That's the better probability. That's the higher probability, right? See, a guy like me who's been doing this for 30 years, I took the higher probability route. I started taking $150 every 2 weeks and putting it in my 401k when I was about 30 years old. And I said to myself, $150 every 2 weeks, $300 a month. See, I said to myself, you know something, if I just let this thing compound month in and month out and keep adding to it, reinvest the dividends, keep adding to it, reinvest the dividends, down the road somewhere, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be wealthy. And then you fast forward this thing 30 years later, and guess what happened? Exactly what I thought would happen. I control 100% of my time. I control my own financial destiny. There ain't nothing that I do during my day that is not my choice. And that's not because I'm some smart guy. That's just because I'm a guy that said to myself, okay, this compounding thing, I'm not very good in math. But it appears this compounding thing, if I just stay with it and I discipline myself and I stay consistent and I stay patient, this compounding thing at some point could pay off. And then the second thing I said to myself is, what is my other option? Either I do this compounding thing in the stock market thing, or guess what I do? I work for the rest of my life. Those were my two choices. I don't know about you. Maybe you got more choices in your life, but I didn't have but those two choices. The only two choices I have is you compound, you delay gratification, you earn, you keep what you earn, and you multiply what you keep and do it long term, or you work for somebody for the rest of your life. Those are your only options, brother. You take whatever you want to take, but that's it. You get nothing else but them two options, Richard. And guess which one I took? I took the compound. $150 every 2 weeks. But guess what happened though? And then I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. Guess what happened though? So I start putting that 150 in every 2 weeks, right? I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know nothing. I'm copycatting some of the other employees at the bank that I work at. I didn't know nothing about stocks. I didn't know nothing about ETFs. I didn't know nothing about index funds, mutual funds. What I did was I just copied them. Hey man, what you invested in? Well, Richard, I'm putting this in this mutual fund right here, and this is what it did, da 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 da. I was like, okay, that sounds good enough for me. If Mary at the job said they doing it and they little money starting to multiply, guess what? I don't know nothing about that, but I'm gonna follow Bob and I'm gonna follow Mary. Because guess what? My only other alternative is I'm gonna be stuck in this bank till I'm 75, 80 years old working, or some other job. That was it. So I said, guess what? I'm gonna take this 150. I started on the 150, right? Every 2 weeks, the 150. So that was what, $300 a month, right? I did that for about a year. But at the end of that year, I went and looked at the year-end statement for the brokerage account. I looked at the year-end statement and the money had grown by like 20%. That little $300 I was putting in every month, that $3,600 had grown by 20%. And boy, that was it. See, that's all I needed to see. I didn't have a lot of knowledge, guys. I didn't know a lot about the stock market. I didn't know a lot about investing. But I understood the power of, goodness gracious, I can put this money in here, and in a year, this is what it gained. Now, every year won't be like that. But what do we know about the stock market, though? The broader stock market. Y'all know y'all heard me say this, and I'm going to say it again. The broader stock market, guys, which is the S&P 500, over the last 90 years has delivered between a 7 and a 10% rate of return over a 90-year period. Now, you go plug $300 a month every month for the next 20 years on, let's say, an 8% rate of return and see what type of money you get back on that. Go do that math. Now, of course, as I got raises, as I got bonuses, I kept leveling up. So I went from $300 a month to $600 a month, from $600 a month to $900 a month, from $900 a month to $1,200. I just kept leveling up. So before you know it, I had 20, 30% of my pre-tax dollars going into something, putting it away, watching that compound do its thing. And I'm so glad I did, guys, because had I not done that, I would still be working for somebody, making somebody else wealthy. Had I not done that. Because see, that little bit of success with investing in stocks led me to want to do more. See, that's how we're wired, guys. When we are successful at something, we tend to want to do more of that. When we're not successful at something, we tend to want to shy away from that. Since I was successful at it, very small success, but any success I'll take, I started leveling up on it. And then I started building the real estate business, one little property at a time. Y'all know the story if you've been rocking with me for any period of time. Y'all know exactly what I did with real estate, with stocks, with the side hustles. And now what do? I take that collective experience and I share it with you guys. But I'm still an investor. Every day I'm in the market, trading every day with my little gorilla stocks, and I just gave you 4 or 5 of them. But one of those gorilla stocks, maybe 1 or 2 of my 20 to 22 gorilla stocks is going to be a 100-bagger. One of them, 2 of those companies out of that 22 have the potential to be a 100-bagger. An NVIDIA. Think about it. $1,000 20 years ago in NVIDIA, you'd be $1.2 million right now. $1,000, guys. So what y'all need to understand is there are more companies out there that will be NVIDIA's, Microsoft's, Meta's. You just got to go find them. And then you got to demonstrate some patience and just wait. And I know it's going to be hard because that's not what we're taught, right? We're taught impatience. We're taught, I want instant gratification. I don't want to delay nothing. I want it right now. Break yourself out of that, guys. You're going to be broke for the rest of your life. If you don't develop some patience, some discipline, and some consistency, you will be broke for the rest of your life. When I say broke, I don't mean you're homeless. I don't mean you ain't got food on your table. Broke means you got to work for somebody because you have to, not because you want to. See, that's broke. If you out here working for somebody that you really don't want to work for, if you out here hustling, doing things you really don't want to do, but you got to do them to put food on the table, you got to do it to put a roof over your head, you got to do it to get running water in your house, you're broke. I was broke for a lot of years, guys. I was broke for a lot of years until I found out the power of compounding. And I figured out how to discipline myself and be consistent and be patient. And then I started clawing my way out of that broke bag into this wealth bag, this freedom bag. I'm just telling you guys, you better make a decision. This is just a little quickie. I got to get out of here. I'm at my daughter's track meet. She's getting ready to run the 200 meters. So that's what I do, guys. I get to do whatever I want to do. Some of you guys might have saw my video yesterday that I did on the 2 Ferraris. That's my thing. Everybody got a thing. I don't know what your thing is, but wealth will help you go chase that thing. See, wealth put me in a position where I could chase my thing, which is them cars. It put me in a position. Had I not done or did, excuse me, had I not did what I did, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. Like I said, whatever your thing is, wealth will help you chase it, man. It'll free up your time. See, wealth is about freedom, choices, and time. That's what wealth is about, guys. See, these rich folks running around here, these wealthy people running around here, see, they pay big dollars for what? Time, freedom, and what? Choices. See, that's what the rich have and the wealthy have that we don't. And they pay for it. That's why every time they go somewhere, people rolling out the red carpet for them. Why? That wealth. See, that wealth can pay for that. See, instead of them going to the airport and being this a mile-long line at TSA trying to get in on a flight that might get canceled, might get blah, 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 blah. They go to a private entrance and they go to the private part of the airport where the jets are, the private jets are. How do they get to do that? Because of time, freedom, and choices. Wealth. See, that's their thing. That might not be your thing, but whatever your thing is, you got to figure out a way to chase it. And the way you chase it is compound. That one word right there, compound. It's one word, compound. If you can understand that concept, you can make this happen. Well, guys, I got to get out of here. So, hey, do me a big favor. If you're checking in, don't let this Mumu promotion get past you. March 31st, the 30 free stocks, it's gone, it's over, it's kaput. So get yourself down in the description box on that first link and click on the Mumu link and open up that Mumu account. And like I said, if you put $100 in there, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $2,000 in there, they're going to give you 30 free stocks. And all I'm telling you guys is that's an opportunity for you to start building some wealth, man. Then you can use that brokerage account and that $1,000 or that $2,000 or that $100 and start buying big boy blue chip paper assets to build your wealth. Guys, come join me. Come join me. Get down in the description box, click on the Mumu link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you some Mumu tutorial videos that'll walk you through how to use the Mumu brokerage app so that you can get off to a fast start. And then what you need to do is come join my Wealth Builders financial community on Patreon. Guys, we got over 1,900 wealth builders. And all we do is help each other build wealth. If you want to get yourself out of the matrix and come join a community that will help you do what I just told you or recommended you do, come join us, man. We ain't trying to sell you nothing. We don't do no selling of nothing in there. It's a protected space. It's a safe place. And I'm adding members every day. Why? Because people know they're in the matrix by themselves and they can't do it by themselves. Nobody's sharing no real knowledge with them that they got. Every little piece of knowledge they get or perhaps could get, somebody want them to pay for that knowledge. And I'm not talking about $5, $10, $12. No, people be $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 just to tell you stuff that you can get off the internet. Now, if you want to do that, do it. But I'm just telling you, you don't have to. you can come join us, Wealth Builders, and we will do everything we can to help you. We're not experts, we're just regular smugglers, but it's 1,900 of us, and we bring a lot of punch, a lot of financial punch, best practices, tips, nuggets, what's working, what's not working, and most importantly, a safe haven for you. In the membership, in the website, click on the membership button, click on the join button. Come join us on Patreon, guys. We'd love to have you. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Listen, man, stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.